Good afternoon, my friend. I will take 2 bags of your kola nuts today.
Of course, Chief. The finest in the village, as always.
Excellent. My wife Adaeze will be pleased. She carries our child now. The kola will give her strength.
Why should one man own everything while we struggle?
Are you sure? If the village sees.
Enough! Tonight, we take what is ours.
We must do this.
Why? My brothers.
Push! The child is coming! Ah, it hurts. It hurts so much.
Brother, please don't do this. I am your blood, Chief begged as the moonlight made his tears shine like silver. Chief Okonkwo raised the machete higher. His shadow stretched long and dark across the ground. This land should have been mine, he whispered coldly. The full moon watched silently as betrayal became murder. And somewhere in the night, an unborn child's destiny was sealed. If you're watching this video, please like, subscribe to the channel. Chief was the wealthiest man in Umuora village. He owned vast farmlands, palm trees that touched the sky, and respect that money could not buy. But his 2 younger brothers, Chief Okonkwo and Chief Williams, burned with jealousy. Every night they sat together under the baobab tree, plotting. Why should one man own everything while we struggle? Chief Williams hissed. Our father gave him too much power, Okonkwo agreed, his eyes dark with greed. They decided that night, Chief must die, and they would share his wealth equally between themselves. The night arrived quickly. The full moon hung heavy and bright, lighting every corner of the village. Chief walked home alone from the market, carrying a small bag of kola nuts for his pregnant wife. He never saw them coming. His brothers emerged from the shadows like ghosts. Brother, what are you doing here? Chief asked, confused. They said nothing. Chief Okonkwo struck first. The machete fell. Chief collapsed under the watching moon. His blood soaked into the red earth. The brothers dragged his body deep into the forest and buried him quickly. Then they returned home and pretended to sleep. When morning came, Chief's wife Adaeze knew something terrible had happened. Her husband never came home. She searched everywhere, crying his name through the village paths. Nobody had seen him. Days turned to weeks. The elders declared Chief missing. His brothers acted shocked and sad. They comforted Adaeze with false tears. Don't worry, sister. We will take care of you and the baby, Chief Williams promised. Slowly, quietly, they began taking Chief's properties. First the farmlands, then the palm trees, finally his houses. Adaeze was too heartbroken and pregnant to fight them. 9 months passed like a heavy storm. One night, under another full moon, Adaeze's labor pains began. The midwives rushed to help her. She screamed and pushed for hours. Finally, a baby girl was born. But something felt wrong. The air became cold. Adaeze smiled weakly at her daughter, whispered, Lucy, and closed her eyes forever. The midwives cried. This child had lost her father before birth and her mother at birth. Both deaths happened under full moons. The village elders shook their heads slowly. This child carries a heavy destiny, old Pa James said quietly. Lucy grew faster than normal children. By age 10, she was strong and fearless. By 15, she was beautiful like moonlight on water. But every full moon night, something strange happened. Lucy's eyes would become distant and cold. Her voice would deepen. She would walk through the village without fear, staring at people until they looked away. Chief Okonkwo and Chief Williams noticed this. Whenever Lucy stared at them during full moons, guilt crawled up their spines like poisonous ants. She looks exactly like her father, Williams whispered nervously one night. Stop talking nonsense, Okonkwo snapped, but fear had already entered their hearts. On Lucy's 18th birthday, Pa James called her to his compound. The old man's eyes were serious and sad. My child, I must tell you the truth about your father, he began slowly. Lucy's heart started beating fast. Pa James explained everything. How her father was murdered by his own brothers, how they stole his wealth, and how both her parents died under full moons. Lucy stood frozen, tears streaming down her face. "Why didn't anyone tell me before?" she whispered. "Because I feared what you might become," Pa James replied. "But now, the full moon is calling you. Your destiny is ready." That night was a full moon. Lucy walked straight to Chief Okonkwo's house. Her footsteps were steady and fearless. She knocked loudly on his door. When he opened it, his face went pale. "Lucy, what are you doing here so late?" he stammered. She stared into his eyes without blinking. "I know what you did to my father," she said calmly. "I know you murdered him and stole everything that belonged to me." Okonkwo's hands began shaking. "Who told you such lies?" he shouted. But Lucy just smiled coldly. "The moon told me. The same moon that watched you kill him." Chief Williams could not sleep anymore. Every night he saw Chief's face in his dreams, covered in blood, asking why. His health began failing. His businesses collapsed. People whispered that a curse had fallen on him. Chief Okonkwo was no better. He became paranoid and angry. The two brothers began fighting each other. "This is your fault," Williams accused. "You are the one who struck first." "You wanted him dead too," Okonkwo shouted back. Their greed had united them. Now their guilt was destroying them. Meanwhile, Lucy grew stronger with each full moon. People began calling her Child of the Moon. Under the brightest full moon anyone had ever seen, Lucy confronted both uncles publicly in the village square. Everyone gathered to watch. "You killed my father for land and money," she declared loudly. "You made me an orphan before I was even born." The crowd gasped. Chief Okonkwo tried to deny it, but his voice shook with guilt. Chief Williams fell to his knees crying. "We are sorry," he begged. "Please forgive us." But Lucy's eyes remained cold as moonlight. "Forgiveness is not mine to give. My father's blood cries from the ground. The full moon remembers everything." That same night, both uncles fell mysteriously ill. No medicine could heal them. Within 1 week, they both died. The village elder said destiny had finally brought justice. All the stolen properties were returned to Lucy. She became the wealthiest woman in Umura village. But she never married. She never smiled under the full moon. People said she carried her father's spirit within her, watching, remembering, protecting. Every full moon, villagers would see her standing outside, staring at the sky, and they remembered the lesson clearly. Blood betrayal never goes unpunished. Greed destroys families, and destiny cannot be avoided. If you grew up watching this movie, drop a moon in the comments. And subscribe for more classic Nollywood breakdowns, because the next story is even darker.